So glad the world is starting to catch up with the rest of us because CDC admits to gave false information about the Coof vaccine surveillance. Yeah, they weren't really looking at it as hard as they were claiming they were, but hey, then again, they were also giving out all of the best guidance according to the science. What exactly was the science? Whatever we said it was. But again, here we are, finding out all this stuff after all the damage has been done. They are just waiting. They are praying for the next pandemic, so just wait for whatever the fuck gets released from wherever the fuck. Sure, their plan was probably foiled when they realized that, oh shit, there are bioweapons labs in Ukraine. Weird. Anyways, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention is admitting it gave false information about the vaccine surveillance, including inaccurately saying it conducted a certain type of analysis over 1 year before it actually did. Oh my fucking god. So, yeah, no, exactly. It's safe and effective. Trust us. We've ran the reports. Which reports? We haven't done them. The false information was conveyed in response to a FOIA request for the results of the surveillance, and after the CDC claimed that the vaccines are being monitored by the most intense safety monitoring efforts in U.S. history. Wow, I've seen that same verbiage somewhere else, like involving an election or something like that. Just thinking about the most safe and secure election of all time, in fact. Interesting. CDC has revisited several FOIA requests, and as a result of the review, CDC is issuing corrections for the following information. Which exactly is that? No CDC employees intentionally provided false information. Oh, of course not. It wasn't false. It was just incomplete. Okay. Incompletely correct from the truth. Anyways, what did they leave out? Oh, heart inflammation stuff. Funny thing about that. Epoch Times in July submitted a FOIA request for non-public information to the CDC for all reports for a team that was formed to study post-vaccination heart inflammation by analyzing reports submitted to VAERS system run by the CDC and the FDA. CDC not only said that the team did not conduct any abstractions or reports through October 2021, but that an association between myocarditis and mRNA vaccination was not known at the time. That statement was false. See, we didn't knowingly lie to anybody. We just didn't complete everything appropriately. Clinical trials of the Pfizer and Moderna jabs detected neither myocarditis nor pericarditis, two types of heart inflammation. But in April of 2021, U.S. military was raising the alarm about post-vaccination heart inflammation. By June of 2022, the CDC was publicly acknowledging the link. Yeah, fuck it. We should have ran those tests, but we didn't. CDC previously corrected the false errors, but did not say whether the teams had ever analyzed VAERS reports. Funny thing, I thought they were following the science, just not the reports of the science, that's all. We make up the science. Anyways, in reference to myocarditis abstractions from VAERS reports, the process began in May of 2021 and continues to this day. I'll take your word for it. Sure. CDC has not released the results of analyses. I'll be waiting with bated breath, but not that much of bated breath. Okay. Actually, I can't make that joke because I've never taken it, nor will I ever, so get fucked. I like my heart the same size it is. Anyways, data mining. The CDC promised in January of 2021, wow, that was a long time ago, that it would perform a specific type of data mining analysis on VAERS reports called Proportional Reporting Ratio, PRR. Sounds official. But when Children's Health Defense, a non-profit, asked for the results, CDC said that no PRRs were conducted by the CDC and that data mining is outside the agency's purview. Imagine that, promising something and not being able to deliver upon it. Sounds exactly like the CDC. As for clarification, Dr. John Su, don't do that to us, heads the CDC's VAERS team, told the Epoch Times in an email that the CDC started performing PRRs in February. I thought that was outside your guys' purview. Interesting. CDC is now saying that both the original response and Su's statements were false. Oh, but nobody provided false information. Of course they didn't. Spokeswoman, oh great, said it misinterpreted. The Children's Health Defense and the Epoch Times. Oh, of course, it was just a simple misunderstanding both times. It's not like the CDC is disseminating any misinformation or disinformation. Of course not. Just a misunderstanding. Children's Health Defense asked for the PRRs the CDC had performed from February 1st, 2021 through September. Sorry, it'd be a much longer study. September 30th, 2021, the Epoch Times asked the response. The request was correct. Spokeswoman said that the CDC thought data mining was referring to the empirical biasons data mining. A different type of data mining. Okay, what kind of data mining stuff do you have? Oh, you asked for the wrong one. Which type do you have? That's all we're asking. The one that we want to keep. Anyways, a different type of analysis that the FDA has promised to perform for VAERS data. Wait, you promised to be doing one thing and then you are doing another? That don't make no sense. The notion that the CDC did not realize what we were asking about PRRs, but not only data mining in general, is simply not credible. Imagine that. Since our FOIA request specifically mentions PRRs, and their response also mentioned that they did not do PRRs, they did not say data mining in general. Imagine that. Maybe that's why they've just decided to really revise everything and kind of go back on all their stuff, because it's like, okay, fine, fuck it. You finally realized that our science isn't exactly the science, so fuck it. What do you guys want at this point? Well, to be honest, not much really. I would settle for the abolishment of the CDC, but you guys do you. New CDC COVID guidance is agency admitting it was wrong, quoted by an epidemiologist. Oh, okay. Is he one of the experts that we're supposed to trust or supposed to disregard? I guess we'll figure it out. The new CDC guidance is the agency acknowledging that it was wrong in the past to downplay natural immunity and promote unprecedented policies like asymptomatic testing, a California epidemiologist says. The new guidance released on August 11th rescinds and alters a number of key recommendations, including treating unvaccinated and vaccinating people differently for many purposes, explicitly stating that people with previous infection had protection against severe illness, and removing 6-foot social distancing advice. What? I thought that was super important. Don't you remember all of those videos of the people with a big old 6-foot hula hoop around them, or Karens yelling at anybody who came within 8 or 9 cart lengths of them? Hell, I even received it up here in little old Grand Prairie, okay? I wanted to do some grocery shopping, and then they just had some arbitrary number that in Costco's walk-in cooler, 6 people at a time, even though it was like a 20 by 40 cooler, but whatever. Everybody's Costco probably has a similar setup anyways for just their refrigerated greens, but because I would have been the 6th or something like that, and there was some fat-headed asshole who was just wandering in there to buy some stuff, so his cunty wife would stop pestering him. The sign only says 6. And then I just look at him and say, does it really matter? And about that term and about that tone. And then he just looks straightforward because I'm 6'6", and I'm big. Maybe I look like I got a screw loose sometimes. Okay, you don't know. Anyways, CDC is admitting it was wrong here, although they won't put it in those words. Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, professor of medicine at Stanford University School of Medicine. What they'll say is, well, the population is now more immunized now, and natural immunity is low. Oh yeah, exactly, right. More people are now vaccinated. That's why Joe Biden caught the Coof after 4 jabs. 4 jabs, right. And it is now time. The science has changed. No, it hasn't. It's been exactly the same as it has been. And now, because you can't continue to push all of this fucking nonsense, you're just going to go ahead and flip the script on it. Let's fucking keep it a stack. But a large percentage of the United States population has had natural immunity or protection from prior infection. Bhattacharya notes, while over 80% of the elderly population had protection from severe disease from the Coof vaccines, previous infections, or both since 2021. This is 2 years too late, but it's a good step. Yeah, no, exactly. Just realize, well, unfortunately, and this is something that I've been saying for a long time, they know, okay, the establishment knows how far they can push people, what they can get them to do under the auspices of fear, okay? Don't learn anything about the Coof itself, okay? Try to get any information out there. Obviously, you're not allowed to go get that, especially on the big tech platforms. You can get it on Rumble and your alternative platforms as well that don't like to censor and control the narrative. But they learned an awful lot by getting away with an awful lot. Locking down the entire economy. at the snap of their fingers for 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 2 fucking years. And now what? I guess in totality, now with these new precautions in place, I guess we can finally affirm that it was 2 years, 5 months to slow the spread. People are still all too willing to put on their mask and yell and look crossways at anybody else who just might have the sniffles. It is a good step, but I'm not giving them any credit at this point. It's an evil organization and it should still be treated as such. CDC, which did not respond to a request for comment, portrayed the change as streamlining previous guidance by dropping and acknowledging some of your 2 biggest pet peeves. With the adjustments stemming from more people being vaccinated and more treatments being available. Oh, of course. That's what it is, of course. And again, why drop your social distancing? Because I thought that worked the entire time, but now more people are vaccinated, and we all know how well that is at stopping transmission. Oh, okay. We're in a stronger place today as a nation. Oh, right, because Joe Biden's in charge. Whoops. With more tools like vaccination boosters and treatments to protect ourselves and our communities from severe illness. But I thought that it was supposed to stop anything bad from happening. Oh, right. But the science changed on that. Greta Massetti, CDC's author of the new guidances, said in a statement, "Fuck you, you bitch. We also have a better understanding of how to protect people from being exposed to the virus, like wearing high-quality masks." You don't want to look at any of the science when it comes to the mask there, sweetheart. Testing and improved ventilation. Oh, I did something about ventilation on my second channel. You should probably take a look at that. I don't know if it's going to come out yet or it's in the pipe. Just wait for that. It's going to be open air shit. But testing, I don't know how testing really helps. Again, if you're acknowledging natural immunity, just saying. The guidance acknowledges that the pandemic is not over. It totally is over. Shut your fucking mouth. And again, what are the benchmarks of a virus reaching a pandemic status? Does anybody know at this point, or has it just been so far obfuscated? It's something along the lines of recession and inflation. It's just whatever we need it to mean at whatever is most politically expedient for us. It's still a pandemic, guys. Is it though? Fucking is it? Dr. Jerome Adams, the Surgeon General during the Trump administration, echoed this line of thinking. Get fucked. The fact that CDC is changing guidance shouldn't be taken as proof that we are necessarily wrong on a particular issue. It is. It's an admission that you guys tried to do too much. It wasn't working, and instead of devising a different plan, you just doubled down harder on the shit that wasn't working. The virus has changed. The virus has not changed. You would have called it something different if it changed. Our tools and immunity have changed. It's never changed. It's always been the same. And knowledge has changed. No, you've acquired new knowledge and disregarded some of the more pertinent knowledge that's out there. So too must our guidance. That's how science works. Get fucked. I'm not taking any advice from any experts anymore, okay? I want people who are localized, who know exactly what's going on with the specific people that they're interacting with. All of these oligarchs, all of these fucking elitists that sit in their fucking C-suite offices who have never seen an actual patient in the past 10 fucking years dictating our lives. You can take all your flowery language and shove it up your ass. Hopefully that protects you from monkeypox at this point, because I don't give any credence to any of this fucking nonsense. You guys take this information, do with it what you will. I'm just telling you one thing. I'm doing what's best for me. Fuck what these institutions have to say. Consult with your doctor, but live your life as you see fit. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.